Hey guys, welcome back to the channel again. So we are continuing our Minecraft adventure. So last day we finished our building the house and today we will be focusing on sorting out our food issues. So we will build some farming area and also have a meat gathering uh, building, something like that. So before that I will also like to gather some resources. So I created some pickaxes and axes and we'll heading off to gather some coals and all. So on the way, since I did not have any food, I had to go into this farming land and pick out whatever food was there. And while I was doing so, a creeper just sneaked up and exploded beneath pretty much the farming land. So yeah, they are the most irritating things in this game. So once that's done, yeah, we come over and take a look at the cave area where we want to go down in future. But for today, we will be doing our resource gathering on the open lands. So over here, around the mountains, I did see that there are some coal deposits and some other mineral deposits like copper over here, right on the surface. So let's just pick out the easy stuff first. So that should fulfill our initial requirement, which will give us enough stuff to go underground. So we need coal basically for mainly for the lighting and also for smelting of iron and other stuff uh, that we are working on. And the metal is obvious, it's needed for the armor and the shield. So that's very important while going underground. I don't want to take any chances. Any creeper at any moment can just fall on your head from anywhere and just explode. So that really helps. The shield is really good at helping you. You don't need to move, you just put the shield in front and it will protect you 100% from the blast. Okay, so as you can see from the external areas, we are finding a lot of coal. Our coal requirements have almost been fulfilled. So, but we have not really found much of iron. We found some copper, but not really some iron. So, yeah, we need to look around further for that. So, it's night time, so we have to head back home since I did not bring any bed with me, so I can't roam around in the night time. So, that's day one of gathering. So, from day two, just at the beginning, I'm going to kill some sheep sadly for the coal for the wool so that I can build my bed with them. So here we have the three wool that we needed. So now back again at the mountain side where we are getting resources. So today I did find a lot of copper which later on I can use to build some houses and all that. So but again I'm not really finding much of iron, so that is starting to become an issue because iron is really needed for the armor and all of that. So I reached on top of one of the mountains and I put in some torches over here just in case I lose my way around, and I did find 3 blocks of uh, iron, so that's not really much of help. But again, the other resources are pretty abundant over the surface area. Iron is not really that abundant, so it's night time again, and we are creating a bed and taking a nice nap. So again, after looking around a bit, we found few more iron, so that's good, but not nearly as much as the other resources. And while we were around the beach, I also saw there was a lot of sand, so I picked it up a bit because we are going to do some builds where we are going to need some classes. So yeah, so took some sand, and as you can see, I am totally out of food, so I have to purchase some cows over here, and also my inventory is full, so heading back home to just empty it up. So once back home, just preparing the meal, just cooking some beef, and also making a smelter over here. It's called a furnace. Yeah, it's a furnace. So we have done all of that. Now I'm going to create a farmland, my own farmland, where I can go grow some carrots and beets and potatoes. So I'm doing a 9 by 9 build. So if I have water right at the center, so that one block of water should be covering the entire area. So that's why I'm going for a 9 out of 9 by 9 build. So that's the maximum area that the water in between can cover. So pretty much filling this place up, and now making a hole right at the center. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put the water. Okay, so that's done, and now I till the land. And next thing is going to what I'm going to do is plant some of the crops that I have. So on one side I'm going to plant some wheat. We can make some bread and all of this stuff. So that's really good. It provides a lot of energy, and we have some beets and we have some potatoes. I don't have carrot yet. Okay, so placing the second furnace over here so that we can start smelting stuff quicker. So I'm also starting to smelt some sand over here to get some glasses, and on the other one we are smelting some cobblestones to get some stone. And here what you see is I took out the campfire. It was in the center and it always used to burn me up whenever I came in, so I'm moving it over to the side. So now I really need the only other thing I need is iron. So went around digging a bit around my town. So I have coal now, so yeah, I can place the torches around and go underground. And after digging for around 15 minutes or so, I came across a decent amount of iron. There is obviously a lot of coal around, but we also got for the first time some decent amount of iron over there. So yeah, with this we can complete our build of build for the food related stuff. So I needed to make some hoppers for that. So for that we need iron, obviously. So with iron gathered, we are heading back up. So we're back in our house where we're creating some chests and some hoppers. So for this build we need 2 hoppers and 1 chest. So those are the prime requirement. Okay, I'm building it just beside my house. So have any block in a C shape. Okay, 4 on one side and 3 on the other side. In the middle have your chest and put your hoppers facing towards the chest. So that should bring in anything that falls on the hopper to the chest. So now on the hopper on the back side, put glasses around all of it. So we need to eventually go up to 3 levels on each side. So for now I'll have 2 level on one side and 3 level on the other 2 sides. And next we are adding in some these are some removable things, so we will remove them later on when we are able to get in the things that we want in over there. So these are like scaffoldings, so we will remove them later on. So now filling the inside part with water. Okay, that's done. So we are going to do this with cows. We are going to fill the inside with cows over here. Since we have a lot of hay, so we will be able to easily feed them with the feed that we can get out of those hay blocks. So we have got our wheat, and now we lure in one of the cows in. So to get started, you need at least two cows inside it. So once we have the cow in place, yeah, initially I faced a bit of difficulty. The cow kept falling. I went too far back, but yeah, I got it. So the cow needs to be on this ledge, and then you can slowly come around and push it in. So yeah, and now to add another block in front to just block its escape route, and added in more scaffoldings around it. Uh, that will help me with the second cow. So all of these things that is not the glass, we will be removing them. So these are just temporarily over there. And now again we go around and push the cow in. Yes, we have managed it. So now as we feed the cows, they will reproduce and they will create more cows inside. So once they grow up, and in an exponential number, the cows will increase, and soon the maximum amount of stuff that can be there in a block will exceed, and the bigger cows will start dying over it. So come over to the back area. So add some stairs so that you can reach the top from where you are able to feed the cows. So I'm adding in some staircases and all that for easy access. And one thing, remember to place a fence block just above the where the cows are. Otherwise, you can sometimes fall in. If you fall in, you will die. There is no other thing that can happen. There are already too many entities in that block. You will die out of commotion. So yeah, next you just decorate the stuff as you prefer, and that's pretty much it. You keep feeding the cows, they keep reproducing,